morning.
It's so nice. I wish I slept here all day, all night. But I need a very, very thick jacket. No, thick blanket because it's so cold right now in Chile.
These are apparently snow-capped mountains all in the winter. If you look at the satellite, you can still see little patches of snow up there. But if you look at the satellite, like right behind this ridge is an entire ridge that's covered in snow. But unfortunately, we're not able to see that. While we're walking and exploring Santiago, we wanted to also do a Q&A.
There are a bunch of questions that is in common. Some of the popular questions are like, how do we fund our traveling? How do we earn money while traveling? When will we marry? Will we have a baby? Especially, how did we meet specifically?
So the first question we have, can you both share your love story? Like, how did you both meet? And how did you both get together, and what started this channel? We both met in South Korea. I was stationed in South Korea for my first duty station, and Tah was there going to school.
The main thing is that I did part-time job on summer vacation. I worked for the Thai restaurant nearby
The army base.
The army base, and that is where I met Jimmy. Technically, we don't even know when is our anniversary because things just happen naturally, I would say.
So how did we start the channel? The channel wasn't actually meant to be this. Tah was working in the finance field, and she had been training me and teaching me how to trade Forex, and we did that for like 6 months full time. But with traveling and trying to travel and trade, we found ourselves focusing more on the travel part than the trading part. And so the trading part became very unstable because we weren't putting our full 100% effort into it. Like, we had already bought all the camera gear to like document our trips and everything prior to us leaving.
I think that is one cool thing about when you do two things at the same time in your life, so then you decide better which
path fits you better.
Yeah, you tend to go for more what you always think about when you have free time, what you always work for. And for us, it's always come down to like traveling, take a picture, make a video. I actually got inspired a lot by Lost Vlog by Christian Bong. When I was working for finance back then in Thailand, you have only 1 week vacation. I was great for traveling, but I can't really do much. So I watch other people travel and live my dream on them. Is that the way to say it?
You lived your dream through them.
Oh, I live my dream through them. And then one day I watched Christian Bong video on I Quit. And then I shared that video to Jimmy. And I was like, I want to try to do the same thing as well. What are the things that often make us argue about? What are cultural differences you guys face?
Just differences in our outlook on how we should do things for work.
It depends on if I have period or not. Well, we don't argue about any other thing. We both are so easy when it comes to other things. But yeah, because we work together 24/7, and for example, to me, edit the picture and I don't like some detail that he did, or when I edit video and he doesn't like something that I edit, that comes the problem. We argue about that. And then we have learned to let go. The culture different you guys face.
A lot. She eats bala.
That's not a culture, that's my favorite food. Some thumb now.
You are unbelievable.
Two of them.
We have finally found an Asian market, and boy oh boy is Tah happy. It stinks.
I have to hide myself in the bedroom and eat my favorite food because it's in Jimmy's and his dad perspective. They think that it's very stink, but I think it smells so good. Me and Jimmy, I mean, culture is part of them, but I think most of them come from the communication because
she is a very quiet person and doesn't like to speak her mind when she is upset with something.
In my language, it's very complicated. Like some certain things, I can't even find the right word in English to express like what I think clearly, and then to me understand it in his perspective of Westerner, in which it's not the thing that I would like to say. And then that sometimes cause argument. And then when I'm mad at Jimmy, I don't know how to speak English anymore, and then I just speak Thai, and then we don't understand each other. Is there anything about Thai culture that you don't understand? Like sometimes I think that Americans are too straightforward.
Sinsad.
The dowry.
A dowry. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand it, but it's my job and it's my responsibility to accept it. From Sunflower, which by the way, I love your name. Tell us 3 major things that drew you to each other.
Okay, let me start first, can I?
Yeah.
Things that draw me to Jimmy is, okay, this is story time. When we were on the period of dating, and I remember that we went to the bar together with his friend, his army friend. Back then, Jimmy was still in military. By the time of like, I think about 11 o'clock, because Jimmy and his friend got the curfew. His friend told to me that we can leave at 11:40. It's okay, we have plenty of time. But Jimmy was like, no, not 11:40, 11 p.m. we got to leave. I'm so impressed by like the way that he is there to lead everyone. I'm not sure.
Because there's a line when you got to go get into base. Everybody's trying to get in at the same time. If you don't make it on by 1 a.m., you're in a lot of trouble.
The next thing is, of course, the physical appearance.
I'm damn sexy.
I like his eyes together with the combination of his eyebrow, and I like
it. So specific.
And you look at it, it's just so handsome to me. And 6-pack. Oh my god, I never dated someone with 6-pack before. The next thing is work ethics. You are a hardworking person.
So my 3 are, of course, one of them is the same as work ethic. Next, I would say caring personality. You walk by somebody that needs money, like Tah will always go out of her way, like even if she has nothing in her pocket. Sense of humor as well. Like Tah's a really unique person when it comes to sense of humor. I would say
maybe because of the culture difference.
Well, I would say it's like borderline, like sense of humor, borderline childish. But I absolutely love it because it like brings you back to who you were when you were young. Like, I mean, you just have an amazing sense of humor. Been around her so long, I've kind of adapted that childish sense of humor. So I love it.
And now we both become so childish when we are together. It's so stupid. It's like SpongeBob and Patrick. When we are together.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, who at 28 years old knows SpongeBob and Patrick? Okay, so this is a question that we get asked all of the time. How we budget fund our travel.
The way that we can afford to travel can be like divided, categorized into like I think 3 main stage. First year of our travel is basically straight from our saving, our personal saving, because Jimmy and I we already planned and we give ourselves like 10 months during the time that we still work. That is what we use to fund our first year of traveling. We earn no money. We also get support from Patreon community as well.
Yeah, like our Patreon community helped us out a ton because at that point that was like the only source of money coming in at all. And so we were doing behind the scenes videos, teaching what we knew.
Post exclusive content, something that we don't normally post on YouTube, and then we post it there. And then they pay like subscription based kind of like. And then the second year things start to get better a lot.
There's a lot of different things we do. It's not one revenue source that generates our income. We have our written blog, which is monetized through a monetization company that's for blogs. And then we have like YouTube, which is Google AdSense. And we have affiliates, which are like Amazon and booking sites.
So every time that you guys like use our link that we put in the description box and you use that link to buy whatever, either it be vacuum machine, either it be the mop, either it be the
we've
bag.
made money off literally like dog food.
Yeah.
All of these affiliates though are like, they don't cost you anything to use them. Plus we have the new merchandise that just came out and we offer free shipping. We make a little bit, not much.
The other affiliate that we have is like the music source that we use is Epidemic Sound and SafetyWing, which is the travel insurance as well. Year 2, we also start to get money from brand collaboration. And also the year 2 is the year that we start to do more collaboration with small business in each country that we visit. And for example, like last year we were able to travel to Kazakhstan because of the tourism board.
Do you have plans to settle down and have kids?
You have no idea how much I love kids. Oh, you're so soft.
Oh, good thing she can return it.
Of course, we talk about this like all the time.
We think at 2 years we'll probably settle down, like get a house. We have a house in New York, probably move in, have more of a home base, but I don't think we'll ever stop traveling.
We still feel like we need to build up our financial stability first before we decide to have a kid.
Now, you can't bring another little Jimmy in the world without any money.
All the countries you are already visit, which top 3 or top 5 you like them most and why? I can't specifically generalize the whole package, but like there's some certain aspect, like for example when it comes to food, my number 1 country is Vietnam. I love Vietnamese food.
I thought you were gonna say Thai food.
Next, I really like Peruvian food. The spice and everything that they put in the food is so unique. Generally, when it comes to nature, I like Philippines, I like Indonesia, and I love Kazakhstan.
Yeah, those are my top 3, are Philippines, Indonesia, and Kazakhstan, for that specific reason of there being like my type of travel that I really love is adventure, outdoors.
A lot of country in Southeast Asia, I love the fact that we can ride a scooter and like
just explore
by ourselves. Like Bali is really good, but becomes so popular and so touristy.
What are your plans now with the Wuhan, the coronavirus?
Actually, what we plan is that May is my mom's birthday. So we plan to go back to Thailand and to see my mother on her birthday. I really hope it get better. We plan to travel, hit at least like 5 countries in South America. We start already in Colombia, then we go down to Peru. Now we are in Chile, then we are going to Argentina, end up in Brazil, and then Eurasia, go to Georgia.
What do you take pictures more of and less of nowadays? Y'all getting these 2-3 questions in. What helps you guys keep the bond alive?
I'm not a big fan of selfie at all. First year, second year, I don't normally take selfie, but I realize I also take selfie more of me and Jimmy together, like really, really raw.
I think I used to take pictures of damn near everything, and then we never used any of them. And now I only like taking pictures when I believe they're beautiful, like whether it be local portraits or portraits of Tah, or the composition is correct for photos. Like,
if it's come to the side, I feel like Jimmy take the picture more of the street instead of pure architecture.
Yeah. And so you said, what helps you guys keep the bond alive and don't let tiredness and annoyingness get in the way? This year we've noticed you have to create more of a work-life balance. Me and Tah figured it out one day. Like in the US you have every Saturday and Sunday off, and then you have holidays, and then they have like 2 to 3 weeks vacation off on top of that. And then when we work, in our year 2, we took under 20 days away from a computer. This year we're like watching a movie at night together, or you know, laying in bed and just relaxing for a little bit every night. Like, it's just doing something for ourselves.
Traveling helps a lot as well in terms of like strengthening the relationships and bond between us too. Like traveling together, see new place together, eat new food together, try something new together. We have to solve a lot of struggling that come along the way, and I feel like that when we solve the problem together, when we get through the trouble, get through the problem together when it comes to traveling,
it makes the bond stronger for sure.
Yeah.
How old are both of you? How old am I?
I was born in 1991. Jimmy was born in 1992. So technically I'm 1 year older than Jimmy.
Yeah, an old ass woman.
And so funny, there are like some people that got stereotype of like, I see like some, like once in a while that people comment say that, oh, a typical old man with young Thai woman.
Yeah, sorry like, guys, I'm younger.
I was like, dude, I'm older than him.
How much money do you save per month? That 100% depends on how much money we make that month. I mean, that's the scary part about what we do, right? Like, is our income is not stable. We're not on a salary. $10,000 one month, $300 the next month because we had to buy camera gear, buy a whole bunch of plane tickets, or buy this and buy that. You literally, that's the scary part about it. So that's why you always have to try and save as much as you can, because your job and your income is so unpredictable.
Well, so that's why it always comes down to like, you think of things in terms of percentage. So for us, we always try to make sure that we save about 40%. 40% in that is also categorized into 3 things. We have Divertliving business account, in which we save up for something like in case we want to purchase the camera, we want to purchase something like For business, we put 20% there, and then 40 to Jimmy personal account, 40 to my personal account. Masen asking what country are we currently in and what is the best tips for travel for sheep.
We are currently in Santiago, Chile. We're sitting in the park right now. As you can see, there's dogs everywhere behind us. It's amazing.
And the best tip for travel sheep.
My best tip was, or is, know what you need and what you don't need. The Army has taught me that you can survive on little, very, very little. Like, you don't need everything you think you need. Everything is a comfort. You need water and food. And if you don't waste money on drinking or going out or living in a lavish, expensive place, then it's not going to cost you a lot to cost you a lot to live there or stay there.
I think like the key to travel sheep is in the personality that you have to practice before you travel. Like if you are a high maintenance person, you are not down to earth, you can't do what local do, you are being picky, you are not flexible, you are not adjustable.
You thought about this, right?
Then you can't travel for cheap.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna tend to go to like the tour package that tend to charge you more than you go explore by yourself, or you probably gonna like eat at a fancy restaurant instead of eat at a hut
local place,
with locals, or you tend to like go with a private car instead of taking a bus or the subway. So I think that is the personality that you have to practice, or
yeah, you just have to know it. If your goal is to travel cheap, it's possible. Trust me. Go back. Don't go back and watch our old videos, but it is possible.
So cheap on the first year, unbelievable. Like I think about $400 per person
like
per month.
400. Like sometimes in Bali we spent like $150 in 1 month per person. For an inspiring YouTuber starting from scratch, what advice would you give?
At the first stage that you start building up your YouTube channel, I would encourage you to actually create every day. Go out and film every day, edit video every single day, non-stop. I do believe in terms of quantity over quality in the first stage, because that is the period of time that you are still in the process of learning. By doing that, you can cut your learning curve in half. You can learn faster on what style do you like better. You can know faster.
What's gonna work as well.
Yeah, you can know faster as well on what works for you, like what you perform best, which video you create that perform best for you. Divertliving, in the first year, you can see that we upload every single day, and I think that helps me a lot in terms of like learning and developing like my editing skills. And then the second stage come to quality over quantity, in my opinion. I am a big fan of Matt Diavella.
Yeah.
He more like a film maker, not like cinematography. So I like the way that he tells the story. I like the way that he gives meaningful content. If his title says specific thing, you get
that specific thing
in the video, and that is, I think, what you should stick with it, the key.
I would just say don't worry about numbers, just keep creating.
Well, I do strongly agree on the number, because if you care too much about the number, there's a high chance that you will use the wrong strategy on your channel. You're probably gonna end up doing too much clickbait. Something like clickbait doesn't last long.
Traveling can be unpredictable. How do you stay patient when things go differently than expected? So it's funny, I have zero patience. I've never had patience my entire life. That's the one thing my dad and Tah and all of my family members and friends tell me I need to work on is patience. But I believe that traveling has given me patience, or taught me patience, because a lot of things don't go as they're predicted. I would say at a moment, you have to think of what can you control and what can't you control. Because if you have no physical control over any of the situation, then getting angry, getting upset, and losing your patience literally will just make the situation worse.
I really hate that I'm keep eating my boob. Maybe I switch to this side, so then you can keep hanging this. What I would say is that always have the plan B.
That is what I absolutely always do.
That's the way that you can prevent yourself from getting too disappointed or upset with things that go wrong. Also have some entertainment, some sort of entertainment on your phone. Like for example, when your flight delay or whatever.
Just try and stay busy.
You can like play a game on your phone, watch movie you download on your phone, read the ebooks that you have on your phone. So having some sort of entertainment can kill time and make you forget about like
what's going wrong.